Welcome back, one and all, to the Brexit Estate, hard by the darkest dungeon, in the lee of some particularly unpleasant walls. We're on to week 12 now, still no Twilight Night. Ah, great. And of course, we've even had a death. Finally, poor Feste the Jester is no longer with us. He's singing once more in the afterlife, sadly waiting for more merry souls to come and join him. Or so the priests tell us. As I said, I'm going to hold off custom classes until the Twilight Night becomes available, but for now, oh look, here's a Hellion. I fixed the problem with that new community skin. There she is. Sometimes when a Hellion goes to the Crimson Court, she comes back changed. As you can see, she's filed her teeth down to sharp points. Her face is covered with a rather excessive amount of blood, actually. I wish there was a bit less of it. There's some interesting sort of... is that a tree on her belt buckle there? I'm not quite sure. And the hair is in rollers and sort of very French Revolution curls, which become more evident in some of our action sprites. Now, we're not going to hire her because we've got a full roster. And, oh dear, how's this going to go? Well, oh, also the portrait is quite a bit smaller than most of the other hero portraits, which feels a bit odd. I mean, I can tell why it's shorter. They want a hand, a little bit of chest there, but it still does make her look like she's tiny or something. When actually you pull her up, the hair makes her look a bit tall. It's like one of those white powdered wigs. So, we're getting 4 heroes a week, so that's good. It's not great. I mean, 5 would be better. We're going to try and get 3 deeds as soon as we can, then. We have the Siren available and Holy Orders. Oh, this is so very tempting. We have a Plague Doctor as well. I want to avoid boss fights until we got level 2 weapons as well as level 2 armor, which means looking at an annoying dog whistle or the Twilight Cloak. I tell you what, when this Twilight Night arrives, she is going to be so well equipped. So well equipped. She can have a Founding Stone, a Twilight Cloak, might even have all her other class trinkets by then. I mean, it would be nice, right? In the meantime, these 3 heroes can probably all go again. Oh, selfish, abusive. Oh, this is going to be a disaster, isn't it? Right. Let's get those all sorted. Virtuous Chalice. Well, Little Velia deserves that. She's been backtracking and... wait, deadly? Wow, okay, that might come into play. So what kind of party can we put forwards for this? Oh god, it's a Cove Medium. Medium? These would all probably level and hit 3rd if I did medium. I'd better hold off on that. Right, so... it seems Shafiq is back. Oh, are we going to go Combat Vestal? I think we're going to go Combat Vestal. Abusive Combat Vestal. How could this possibly go wrong? Apart from the fact that it's a medium quest. Oh, and it's room battles as well. Oh. Leslie Gunter is paranoid. Teska Torrid is selfish. Do we have no stress relief at all? In-party stress relief, that is. Okay. Wait, is that a fully afflicted? It's not a fully afflicted party, but it's pretty close, and for a medium run that is just a disaster waiting to happen. We might have to wait on that cloak. Who else is available? A Jester. A replacement Jester. I did say one of these men-at-arms would have to bugger off soon enough. Let's see. Well, he's infected, so we can't let him go and infect the local wildlife. I mean, what if, like, some angry Crimson Curse bear came storming into town, you know, and just wrecked the place, you know? Or the deer. What if the deer got really angry and started attacking the stagecoach on the way into town? It would just be a disaster. Now, Venka Felgren here is... Yeah, he's... Okay, Armour Tinker, it's nice. You know, it's not the sort of thing you lock in, but it gives you a nice little discount. Tough, that's not bad. Yeah, he's take him on this run, absolutely, especially as he's not fully stressed out yet. Okay, I think Gunter... I seem to recall Gunter stealing from us. I mean, Resilient is good, but he's got to go. I'm sorry, mate. You've not been that great to us, and even though you're the only man-at-arms with bolster armament, we'll have to fix that. Well, away he goes, sadly. It's a shame to see him go. He could have been so great for us. Farewell. Yes, I do want to send him away.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
Vernold. Let's change that to Vernon. Why not? Just simple. Not a shabby skill set, actually. Oh, wait. Cove Tactician as well.
He will be laughing still at the end.
So we want him in rank 3. Let's get that combat vest already. Wait, do we? Is that all the way? That's all the way back to the back. Okay, we'll put him in 4. This is crazy. This is insane. Combat Vestal, here we go. Combat Vestal needs Mace Bash. She needs Illumination. She needs Hand of Light. This is a disaster. Oh, good grief. That's getting fixed when she comes back to town. If she manages to pull this off, this will be amazing. Amazing, you see. Right. And actually, let's just get that up there, just to be on the safe side. Vernon doesn't need anything else, because we can't afford to spend too much, because we need that money. Shafiq could do with some... I was going to say better robes, but that's the blacksmiths, and that's where I thought I was for a brief moment there. What am I thinking? Let's go do that now then. No, I've committed. I'm doing it. There we go. And then back to the guild, so that Wenger can finally learn bolster. It's taken him long enough. Right, don't need rampart. Bolster is a really good skill, and in fact, since we're going to the cove and it's a medium run, let's also up defender and retribution. Right, and then we're going to put someone in some sort of Hakim. Bloodthirsty, huh? Let's see if you can slake some of that first in the... No, he can't. Gambling is expensive, but he's interested. Have a bit of a gamble, bit of a risk, bit of a flutter on the horses. Or a game of cards, dice. He doesn't care as long as it can get him excited. And probably blowing a load of money, to be honest. It's probably my money too. The house always wins. Right, Kurgan. Obviously we need to do something with you. Oh dear goodness, weak grip. He's a flagellant. He will flagellate in the Hall of Penance. And if we can get him addicted to that, he'll at least be thematically appropriate. In the meantime though, money is dwindling. Let's head into that medium dungeon run and try and get that sweet, sweet Twilight Cloak. The Twilight Cloak helps the Twilight Knight wield her Twilight Sword. The sword is completely insane, and it talks to her, and it tries to egg her on. It says like, go on, kill him. Nobody's watching. Do it. Do it. Now, the Twilight Cloak helps to trick the sword into believing she's giving in to its temptations, and therefore encourages the sword to be more effective for her. But it also helps her keep a calm and level head, hence the debuff resist and the less stress. Bit of protection, because you know, it's got the cloak and the armour, and less damage because it's designed for a more defensive playstyle. Right, into the cove. This is going to be wait. Only Shamara is afflicted. Okay, we might stand a chance here, especially if we camp in the very first few rooms. We'll take 3 bandages just to be on the safe side. And it is a medium run. We've got an antiquarian. If we find a secret room with an antiquarian, it's well worth having a key. And let's, I think, just 1 more of each of these. And then 1 of those, just to be safe. This is going to be a very heavily equipped run, but hopefully it'll be worth it. These, haven't had much use of those yet. But at least now I know what they do. It's going to make it's going to give me a terrible map layout, isn't it?
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
Actually, that's not so bad. The only bad thing would be having to go all the way to here and loop and double back without a single fight. Okay, that's a blatant invitation to waste a shovel. Not this early on. Wait, are you? Yes, you are. You do have bolster equipped. Great.
Another mariner, another misfortune.
You may recall that shovel I was talking about wasting a little while ago. Well, if we had used it, we wouldn't have it now. I mean, we'd still have 3 others, but we want to kind of complete the run without running out of supplies. Listen to this. I do like the fact that when the Jester walks, we get to hear his bells on his toes. It just cheers me up. Ah, a new torch and a lesser antique.
If only treasure could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
Those little bells jingling, so they didn't hear the tentacles lurking and bubbling beneath the surface. And that's 12 rounds again. Oh, it is. Great. Just wonderful. Oh, good! A fight! Uh-oh. Right. Not too bad. Let's alleviate some of this stress.
A time to perform beyond one's limits.
Okay. Burn! Burn in effigy of the flame! The light! Again, that went a little bit too quickly for me. Now this is a problem, so let's just pour some festering vapours over it and let them wash over the creature. That is 1 and 3. Let's play it safe.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Barnacled barrier on the shaman at the back. That's not too bad, except it lets a lot of stress come our way. Call of the Deep. Well, wonderful. Call of the Deep will raise his combat efficacy. Not efficiency, efficacy, which is a separate word, in a rather aggressive manner. Let us protect her while she is exposed here in a vulnerable position.
The blood quickens.
And the main reason to protect her is to stop her gaining any more stress from that shaman at the back while we remove some more. Look at that nice big 10 stress removal.
And purpose.
Alright, Wayne. She's just gonna, you know what? Let's just reduce that damage bonus he's got a little bit there. Or we can just miss. Ooh. Intercepted! Right. Let's do a little bit of healing, because there's some damage splashing around here. And we can remove some more stress. As long as it doesn't get redirected to the antiquarian, we should be okay. Oh, great. I'm getting dry again, aren't I? Wonderful. And let's just bop him on the nose. As you do. Because then, that can happen. Oh, gotta watch those stress levels. 86, 88. Ooh. That might not have been the best move to make. I think possibly getting a little more healing in would have been advisable. However, she's now going to back up to here, which will set up another riposte attack quite nicely. Serves you right, you scaly scumbag! Because, you know, pond scum floats on the surface. Uh-oh. Oh no, he's selfish!
Self-preservation is paramount, at any cost.
Let's tone that down a little. No, let's remove a little stress here. And now we shall sing the praise of the under-equipped combat Vestal. She needs an armor upgrade. Let's get some blight here while he's still vulnerable. Impressive, but the sacred fire grants superior power. Well, it might. Some days. Now we're going to guard Shafiq, is it? I believe it is. Oh, beautiful, and a sea breeze to keep him in the fight. That's okay, that's okay, he didn't do it himself. And Harvest, the Grim Harvest. I know they're probably not going to bleed, but it's damage, and I think he's now out of the fight. Speaking of being out of the fight, someone here needs to get healed fairly rapidly. So that will be occurring this round. Oh, and he's bleeding as well. That's just 2 for 1.
The wounds of war can be healed.
Now, admittedly, the combat Vestal does find herself healing more often than not. Ooh, and bleed.
Great is the weapon that cuts on its own.
Bandage and heal through the bleed.
Abatement.
Now we can put the guarding there because these two can't reach rank 3 quite so often, and a little bit of healing goes a long way. Nice! Let's remove a little bit of his stress as well, because heart attacks are more important than getting rid of someone's stress entirely.
Soothed. Sedated.
Oh yes, we wanted to get some blight on that big tentacle monster in the front there.
Destroy them.
You know what? Defend yourselves! Bolster is a wonderful defensive skill that increases dodge and speed, I believe. In the meantime, This creature needs to suffer for the injuries he has inflicted upon us and our people. Let's get rid of a little bit more of that. Working our way down here. We can possibly remove 30 or 40 at camp. Oh, crit heals are good because they relieve stress as well. And now guarding. Let's get a little more blight on there. There we go, lovely. Just working him down nice and slow here. And the attack misses, which is wonderful, but it's dodged rather than missed. Let's get rid of a little bit of his stress. I could heal him, but I'm just going to go... he doesn't really have dodge, but he does deal damage. There we go. I think she's getting an armor upgrade if she makes it out of this alive, and she's getting that torn rotator cuff fixed. I mean, this has got to be agony for her. No wonder she's healing more than she's hurting. Well, harming. Use 2 for 2. Bandage isn't as imperative as just, yeah, healing through the pain. Oh, no, uh-oh. No, it's okay. She's just upset him a little bit. Heal through the pain. Stress! And we are back on guard duty. How did that happen? He didn't get to rotate in his counterattacks this word. But no bleed, so it's okay. Right, just a round of heavy healing is apparently coming up, and let's alleviate some of his stress as well. It's okay, we're slowly turning this around and just fix that up a little bit. And if we're really lucky, she'll even get a turn before he does. Hurrah! Good-o! And it's... the bleeding has stopped, and the mace is about to stop the fight as well.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles. Seize this momentum. Push on to the task's end.
Alright. Camping skills. Yes. Okay. Sometimes I can refuse our own camping skills. Oh, let's just do it.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Unsurprisingly, I'm going to go all out on the food here, in the interest of party survival. And there goes that beautiful stress removal. So, Shamara will... bless them all. Let this be a sanctified camping ground. It would be a counting ground, but the antiquarian is not with us this day, brothers. And sister, indeed. Stay close. They shall not harm us this night. And she's so stressed she refuses to do it. Which means probably going to get an ambush. Because we don't... right, in that case, you. Tactics. Now. Everyone, less stress, everyone. That's actually going to be really good. Do we have a... yes, we do. The Curious Incantation. She will take half less stress, 50% less, for 4 encounters. One of which is probably coming up any moment, because knowing the luck I've had, you know how it goes. Okay, so the unluckiest dungeon is apparently the Cove. Or not, we may just get fortunate. I don't know, she's kind of bickering there. Their argumentative voices and raised tones might draw monsters to their camp.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
And yet, as fate would have it, do we need to go up this way? Yes, we do. There's 2 trinkets and a secret room. Oh, what are they? Sorry, it's a box and a torch. How delightful. time to go and put that key to good use. Now this will garner a little stress, unfortunately, because they don't like going backwards, they don't like retreating, it feels like they're losing, and let me click on the door, damn you! There we go. And sometimes clicking on the doors is hard. You know what? Just because we can, let's check the map. No, there's easily room for 2 blockages there. Let us not do that. Come on, you. See, I hate it when it just moves the map like that as you're clicking on it. It's like, no, I'm not going to let you go back the way you need to go. We shall refuse you this. Well, tough. I went back anyway, so there. Ugh. So, secret rooms are a wonderful thing. A very wonderful thing. That's not a... So, according to the map, there should be a secret room somewhere here. Oh look, there's this great big gap between these stalagmites. We are stalagmites because they go up. You know, stalactites hang down, stalagmites go up. I don't know why it's selected over there, but Antiquarian, I want you to find the best damned treasure you could ever imagine. Please do us all a solid favour. Oh yes.
Gold, trinkets and baubles, paid for in blood.
The finest treasure one could expect. Severed heads in sacks. Here we have Barristan's head. Barristan is the default name for the man-at-arms. Every hero has a default name. I can't remember what all of them are. And then we have Dismas's head. We should give that to Dismas by all rights. I mean, it's not as if anyone else has a right to carry it around, and he still has his head. So it's like a head with a startling resemblance. You know, uncanny. Maybe it's some doppelganger or cousin he never knew of, or perhaps all the events that are taking place in this estate have happened before somewhere. Perhaps it's related to all those interconnected abacuses that Shafiq the Antiquarian imagines. Mind-blowing, I know. I don't really need to explain that one, do I? As you all sit there on your abacuses, watching. Okay, let's organise these a little bit more, that's better. Come on. If S is going to go off and anyone's going to dodge it, it's probably going to be the Jester. How delightful, and we will strike a light, but first... No! You're not! Oh well. He's done that before, hasn't he? Mercurial type of that. No, I think it's just because he's afflicted, because he doesn't have any quirks that would suggest he would do this. Let's try the next sack, which is empty. Of course it is. Well, strike a light and head on in. I do like that carving on the wall there. It's very indicative of horrors to come. Ah, so this is one of those new rooms I mentioned. Great big fat wall, chunky, much larger than what we're used to. It just feels a bit kind of oversized and cartoonish, and that's an issue I've had with 3 of the new rooms. I'm not sure if I can remember what the new room in the Warrens is, or it might have actually blended in so well that it didn't stand out to me as being very different. Let us press on. Oh god, this one's going to take days to upload, isn't it? It's going to be a full-length, medium dungeon run. Well, tough. Let it be that. Wait, is that a... Yeah, it's a broken boat there. Just sunken in the background. Ooh. Wait, that's the same broken boat. That's not so ominous now. Well, they're hungry. Annoying hunger sets in and they must consume provisions they brought along to devour for just such a purpose, and now they have none. We better hope for something we can salvage something from, because there's quite a bit of this dungeon left to explore. See, while this is large, I don't think it's new. These kind of frame the background, whereas the other one, the big wall, just juts into it like a great big rubber, or eraser if you're an American. Yet, no food for all this, that's going to be tough. unless we get all the room battles in early, which we're probably not going to do, because we haven't had that many of them yet.
For a task well performed.
So let's just gather a torch, use a torch, gather a second torch,
Finding
and
the
find a
stock is only
rare
the first
antique.
test. Now it must be carried home.
It's worth noting that the rare antique is rather disturbing looking. Actually, it reminds me of one of the Studio McVeigh miniatures. The girl grappling with the tentacle monster. It's trying to... I think they went out of business, or they signed up full time with Cool Mini or not. Yeah, it's a shame. It's good old Mike McVeigh, and then just... Well, Sedition Wars went badly for him, and then he just kind of wasn't able to recover, apparently. Right, let's just do it. Let's remove some of this. We're probably looking at 3 more. Yeah, 20. Oh, yeah. Oh, the pain. Alright, let's do this properly. Protect me, Jester! Has anyone guessed what's coming yet? You know it makes sense. Fear not, fair Vestal, I will protect you! Now half the party is guarded and only 2 of us are legitimate targets for anything that's a single target attack. Take that, monsters! Don't take that, you two instead. Take that, we're terrible. Well, so are you two. You too can be a terrible guardian. In this cove of the damned, horrors lurk, stress is gained. Oh my goodness, stress is gained. And now, riposte chain begins. Lovely! And healing, because he's going to be needing a lot of it. Combat Vestal, her wrist is still in agony. Probably the one holding the mace, she just looks at a book and chants, "Let all be comforted with divine ease. Soothe this pain, ease the burden. Feel wounded no more." Yeah, 19 stuff it. Just put a little bit there. We got plenty of time, right? There's all those corridors and rooms left. It's not like we're going to find absolutely no fights left in the rest of it, because we have to complete 100% of room battles, and we haven't done it yet. I'm trying to be too clever for my own good here, aren't I? Get out here, for I am the shield between you and the grave! And I intend to prove it! Here! Be under my protection! And be cleansed!
Is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
It's okay. It's okay. Everything they do that doesn't kill us is okay. We're kind of recovering here, and you know what would be really awesome? If we got the Twilight Knight to go with that Twilight Cloak at the end of his quest. Oh, please, please, game. It's been too long. I know she's there. Somewhere. Lurking in the shadows. But for now,
The wounds of war can be healed.
sustaining this poor old soldier is all we need to do. Did we? Nope, not quite. She's down to 3 points of stress. And the stress is not going to her. Beautiful. We might even get him down to about 20 or 30 stress by the end of the run.
Maintain the offensive.
As long as he survives and doesn't go to death's door and get absolutely murdered. God favours not the meek. Find some courage or burden me no more. Oh, that's abusive. She is abusive, right. That reminds me, I need to continue writing those stress sparks for the Twilight Knight. It will happen. Keep guarding. We want to alleviate those 3 points of stress completely. And any moment now would be a great time to do it. It's almost as if he leaves a charmed life. Charmed? He's blessed. That's it. Now I want a Brian Blessed Man-at-Arms reskin. Have you ever seen Kenneth Branagh's Henry V, where he plays as the Duke of... Is it Duke of York, I think? Or... It's just Brian Blessed wading into combat in pretty much full plate armour with a mace, beating the snot out of enemy soldiers. I think he spits out a tooth during one of those frames as well. It's probably his own. That was just damn impressive. Probably a fake tooth, but you never know. Was it they called him the Iron Earl or the Iron Duke because he... Well, because of his armour, but okay. Forwards, we need the healing. Now that's 83, that's a lot of stress. That is 74, 82, but he is afflicted. Right, so let's heal to the front. Blimey. What he's doing is... Oh, of course. Wait, dodge? Tactics self as well now? It is, yeah, because it used to be allies only. It needed to be self as well, but I'm glad that it is. So let's tone that stress down a little, just before it starts getting to be too much. I'll give it a break. Oh! That's okay. Could have been much worse. We don't need to worry about protecting us so much now. And take away some of that stress. It's down to 63. The road to recovery is the road to redemption. It would be so nice. It would be so very nice. It would be so very nice. Do 20% less damage, please. And no! Oh well. Whack-a-do, whack-a-day. Do what? Do not. Some things just aren't worth living. Just keep slowly patching him up. Just prop him up there, keep him on his feet. 82. Yeah. Keep healing. I mean, while she is set up as the iconic combat Vestal, she's not really very aggressive at the moment. She's more supporting combat Vestal. Which actually means that Shafiq could move to second position, wouldn't be able to heal anymore, but we'd have the full heals from the back, from the priestess, because she can still be guarded from that. Just make... So, what I'm saying is, Shafiq could be moved to rank 2 and use guard me on Wenger to be constantly guarded unless it was front rank group strikes, which is never a good thing. Right. Speaking of not good things, let's just sever the head of that stress-spewing Hydra. Let's prevent it from multiplying. That 81 is bad. It's a big bad number. We don't like bad numbers. I mean, the Antiquarian likes big numbers. She's big on her maths. And once again, divine comfort is bestowed upon the heroes. Selfish. Selfish might have some positive sides, I can't remember, but just crack him with over the skull with your mace. And knife!
A decisive pummeling.
Who said a kukri wasn't a viable weapon?
Brought low and driven into the mud.
Everyone values Shafiq's cookery. Herbs and spices she adds to meals make them all the more worth eating. Right, onwards. To the right. Always to the right. And then up. Up as well. Up is good. Another torch. Okay, could be worse. Let's take them... Oh, it's very nice. Oh, double drowned thrall. That is just shocking. And that was almost shocking. Alright, how we do this? We go... Never stab. And Mace Bash. Yep, okay. Harvest. That did it. That did it. That did the job. And then finally, Crush. Just to set up for next round. Oh, ow. Uh-oh. If it goes for her, we're in it didn't go for her. We're okay. We're okay, but if he... No, he's not stunned. He's not stunned. This needs to go down like yesterday. I believe I previously demonstrated what will happen if we don't take that down quickly. But there's not a lot Vernon could do about it. And because we really need to put this down... There we are. Oof, should have considered guarding Vernon of all people actually. See, 76... we can go back just one. Yeah. Stuns are unpleasant and unfortunate.
And panic.
Let's guard. Everyone will be on your guard. Defend yourselves. Get a little bit more healing off. Oh, I didn't use bandages on him. I should. No, that's 2 for 1 now. It's not worth it. Right. The foe is bleeding and within terminal range, so we don't need to worry about damaging it because it's going to drop any moment.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Hey, so about those bandages, it's not a waste because we just got some more and some. Oh, that's really bad. Right.
As the light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
So we now have a little food, but it's nowhere near enough. It would be nice to find some more. They may end up malnourished and starving, hobbling along from encounter to encounter, praying the dungeon ends soon. But what we've probably got is like 2 empty rooms before the final room with 1 fight in it. It's going to be like a fight here, empty room, fight over there, just to really make it unpleasant. Guarding... oh, that's a lot of stress at the back. I shouldn't have done that. Okay. Okay, Call of the Deep. Interesting. Nice of the AI to make that particular choice. Let's just go spread some damage around. Because we need to make sure these shamans don't stand around for very long. And that's nice. That's kind of... There we go. That might have just seen him off. I will decide who attacks whom. Oh! Why'd you attack them? Do what I say. I didn't even give you an order.
Your death by inches.
He's all about the military discipline. And he's frustrated they're failing to... Yeah, they're just not trained the way he is. And we have a lot of stress. Go on, Vernon. Ease your burden. Speaking of easing burdens, a little bit of healing there goes a long way. And whack him with a mace.
Executed.
That'll teach him to get the spell cast on him by his ally to boost him up. It's not Sea Breeze, it's the other one. You need lots of healing. And a nice, scary statue there with tentacles coming out of its face. That's not unnatural at all. Someone will probably have to look at that in a bit. Let's ease up on that. There we go. Oh, and he stopped bleeding just at there. Ha ha! The riposte! Serves you right, mister. Keep on healing. Keep on healing the old soldier. Oh, yes. And a guard. Always guards. Guards are nice. Well, he is guarding, so it kind of counts as being in front, but she won't get to heal. Let's relieve some of his stress, because if we can work this down 24, so that's 3 more, then that's another affliction gone. Double affliction bonus value this trip. Amble. There's ambling about among the rock pools and the evil, slimy, scaly fishmen that want to kill us. I mean, why not? It's got to be one of the least amusing holiday destinations imaginable. I'm sure it'd be very popular, and she's going to... Ooh, no, she's just going to back up ever so slightly to facilitate a better combat formation. I was going to say I'm not sure which of our 2 back rank heroes have the highest stress total, but now I'm fairly certain it's the Jester. Working it down slowly. And a bit of healing. So yeah, the combat vessel doesn't get to use a single target heal from further back, but she does get to be much more aggressive. Her 2 debuff skills, one is like an offensive debuff, one's a defensive debuff. They're quite useful on the higher level dungeons where the foes are quite offensive and quite defensive. Although you're probably going to want another kind of character back healing, probably not an occultist. Let's work on that. Got him down to an 11. Oh, an 11 of course, not a 10. Right.
The blood pumps, the limbs obey.
The blood coursing through her veins. Wait, what is it? Oh, you nutter. He's a nutter! Nut him!
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
That's a lot of crests. That's a goodly amount of crests. In fact, I don't think it's worth grabbing that extra key. I really don't. I could have just... yeah, never mind. Let's... A strange presence. Strange, it could be ominous. It was! Oh... Wait, till camp? Oh, we are fixing that. We are definitely... Less damage and accuracy, we are fixing that. I mean, she's buggered enough as it is with her broken wrist rotator cuff. You know, it's just like, oh... Well torn, but yeah, it's horrible. So let's just... You can use medicinal herbs to remove negative conditions. Wait for it. It'll be like 3 secret rooms in a row now. Now that we passed up that key.
The light, the promise
Right.
of safety.
I probably didn't need to... Oh no, 8. Yeah, I did need to light that because I have no room to carry it. Oh, double drowned thrall again? Okay, I think I've focused on... Yeah, because of him. On the rank 2 one. That is going to be 2. So that takes him down to 4. Oh, you know what? Yeah, done. Sorted. Now we just got the one in front to be concerned about. And we have less options for dealing with that one. There's almost... Oh no, because the one behind would move up. If we slew him. That's okay, he couldn't reach it anyway. Ow. So basically, what's going to happen now is everyone's going to try and slay this thing. Maybe not everyone. Oh, that could give stress. It did not give stress. And good old Wenger Felgren's going to insist on moving back before proving that he has an extended reach that can lean really far, and he's really not that old and stiff at the moment. And Shamara is going to move back into position and sigh as he has once again
Slow death,
acted in a
unforeseen.
manner unbefitting a man-at-arms.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Oh, yeah, no, wait, no. Use that shovel. until they fix that bug. Oh, he's stealing! You scum. You absolute scum. I should have left you. Yeah, so wait. But he's not a kleptomaniac. Why is he stealing? It must be the affliction. Didn't used to steal when greedy afflictions, so I've noticed that they do more extreme things now. Like sometimes, you know, cowards will flee from combat, and oh my goodness, that's a drowned thrall in rank 3. That's just terrible. Right. 3 to 5. Yeah, stuff that. We'll just go for light. 1 for 3. Oh, 3 that's too slow. Right. Okay. 2, 3, so... Ow! Okay, down to 4 damage needed. So I suppose it's still up to you, my friend. Okay, now the healing begins in earnest.
Is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Oh, he's on 84 stress himself. You gotta be careful about that. That's okay. Call of the Deep is fine. Healing is also very fine, and we shall be guarding shortly. Right about now. And he didn't bleed. This is wonderful. You do not require a bandage, you fibber. You big fat fibber. It's a miracle you managed to fit into your old breastplate. Oh wait, you got a new one, didn't you? Had to have it fitted specially. And now the Jester's resolve is going to be tested. Vernon is focused. He is determined to just keep on grinding down stress every turn. Even as I was determined then to keep on speaking over the narrator, because it just had to be done. Ah, 3 left. Well, whack.
Powerful blow.
Dun, 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 dun. Yum, dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. The music's just great in this game. It really is. Apparently the music is by Stuart Chatwood, who did the music for some, if not all, of the Prince of Persia games, none of which I have played, but they're all very popular. I've been told that I should go and look up the music, and oh hey look, he's not afflicted anymore, isn't that nice? Now let's start working on her. And healing him, now he needs that bandage, which we don't actually have anymore anyway, so it doesn't matter. Keep guarding. If I'm really lucky, this could be the last fight. Yeah, it's probably going to be a 1 more.
Soothe. Sedated.
2 for 2, that's not great. Oh, okay, that's a bit iffy. So now he's getting pumped up. Let's get a bit different and get some venom on him. Some dripping, mouldy, horrific stuff. You know what? Microphone Jester is back. Keep up the group heals. So when Combat Vessel gets pushed back to rank 3, she has problems, so getting her move resistance would be a really good thing. Now, the finale. Yes, finale, isn't it? Yeah. Talking about. Must be getting sleepy. It is late at night after all. Okay, now we do a bit of healing. Because it would be nice to focus down that blight, but just keeping him alive would be grand. And in the spirit of keeping him alive, a little more health would always help.
In the fevered pitch of battle.
He is going to be taking so many attacks. But riposte paid off. And this little bugger at the back is no longer guarded. Let's see if we can get to him while he's still exposed. Oh, damn it, he needs to be in rank 3 to do that. Okay. Well, let's just go. Aha! And you thought he was just a one-trick pony, Jack-in-the-Box jester who jumps about all over the place, going, no, 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 you can't catch me. Crunch! Very satisfying. We're not talking about breakfast cereal. We should all remember that breakfast means breakfast. Never been much of a leader, but I'll try. Oh, tally-ho! Up! Hiya! Healing. Keeping him in the fight. It's the eye of the eye patch that the man at arms wears, swinging his mace and keeping his shield high. There's a reason for that, because one of the jester's camp skills is just singing Eye of the Tiger. Well, the tiger's eye. Okay, we can do this. We can work our way through this fight. We're nearly done, and no one's complained about how long it's taking yet. This is brilliant, actually. It's doing really well. And he's bleeding 2 for 1. He's fine. He's not bleeding. And can I... No. So guard. And heal. Oof, he's taking quite a punishing. He's probably gonna... He didn't end up bleeding. The attack missed. It's fine. Yes, it is tally-ho, he says. I did get that right. Tally-ho, chaps. What? My saver antiquarian, you could do with some stress removal, couldn't you? Yes.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
You wouldn't want a jester who sounded that posh. Hello, I'm too posh to open my mouth and talk properly, so I can't even sing the lyrics of my songs very well because I just don't breathe enough when I speak. A bit disconcerting, wouldn't it? How about now? Nope. Did really no one do damage from last turn? I'll have to use the Blight skill from the Antiquarian then. Oh, now the damage is happening. Right. Let's remove some stress. If this all works out perfectly, we're all good. Yes, and healing. I want to do that Blight skill, but... oh well. Look out! He's going to attack! And festering vapors. Oh yes. Oh, it's not going to be enough, is it? Damn it! Oh well, the riposte should get him. Hook! Crack! Yes. Just what he deserves, and oh, nice.
These nightmarish creatures.
Wait, have we
can be
actually...
felt.
No, we
They
haven't got
can
more
be beaten.
of them than them. Still no bandages there. Let's see what's in this. Unlocked strongbox. Could be trapped, but could be safe, and I don't think there's... well, let's see. Will this help? No. No, I don't think there's anything we do. Just open it. The contents are yours. They absolutely are, my friend. We're nearing the end. It would be nice to find a fish for food. Let's just drop that for there. And there's at least one more room fight, and I bet it's right at the back there. Just to really, you know, really piss me off.
No force of will can overcome a failing body.
Well, hey, look, we've got all these torches. And you know what? He's so badly hurt now, he's just gonna scoff this food. He was greedy for a while after all. Okay. Oh, 4 fishmen. That should be a swear word all of its own. Right. You. Guard. We're getting somewhere. Oh! Oh, we absolutely will heal you, my friend. Oh. Yep, no question about it. And guarding. This is probably a bad idea when he's only got 2 health left. Right. Let's keep them all guessing. And healing. Just for 1 point.
Can be healed.
And a new round. Who goes first? He does! You!
Eradicated.
Spear us no more! Oh, this is probably Death's Door. This is Death's Door. This could be tragic.
Now the true test. Hold fast
Death by initiative?
or expire.
Not death by initiative! Great! Let's heal that up a bit.
Patched up. If only to bleed again.
That's okay. Yeah. If he's going to be inviting so many attacks anyway, might as well do it properly. And might as well try and keep everyone alive. Please let this be the last fight. Okay. You know what? We want to make them less dangerous. I don't care if I can't reach one at the back with a microphone impale move, and oh dear goodness, here we go. Yep, Death's Door again. It's gonna be a lot of that this fight, I think. Let's push him back onto his feet, staggering there. Okay, less guarding. Less guarding now. Just remember that, less Guardian. Any other newspapers are fine. The Guardian's probably fine as well, to be honest. And that's Death's Door number 2! Isn't it nice we have party heals?
Facing the abyss.
And the Jester says, ugh!
Death is patient.
What, you expect him to be that articulate when he was impaling one of these things to doom? You are a danger and should be removed from the combat pool. So we need to just smack these 2 down really quickly, because it'll be quicker than tackling the living foes, and actually...
Despondence set the stage for heroism or cowardice.
Oh dear goodness, here we go. Oh, nice. Right. Crunch. Oh, it survives. It's not good. Uh-oh. Nope. He's in danger once again. But that's okay, as long as he only gets attacked once a round, they can't kill him. Right? And if we can reduce their chances of attacking successfully, all the better. Alright, just one more corpse to clear before we can safely not have to worry too much about our back ranks. One of whom is actually quite healthy, so let's keep that party heal going.
Wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Whereas the wounds of the mind, on the other hand, are far more troublesome. Especially if you get impaled through the skull by a great big jester illusion.
Momentary abatement.
The ground quakes.
Please,
This expedition at least promises success.
please be the last one. That wasn't the last one. That's not what you do, game. You're supposed to show me that. Oh, this trip was rewarding after all. The Tome of Holy Healing is a wonderful item for any Vestal to get her grubby little mitts on. That might just actually 1 to 3. It can almost get a. You might get the 2s a little bit more often. I don't know how it does it, but. Alright. Living on the edge here. Oh, wrong blooming character, didn't get antiques. Damn it.
The match is struck. A blazing star is born.
At least I recognise the mistake right afterwards. So that's good, right? It's got to be good. Yeah? Sort of, maybe a little bit, tiny little bit. Oh, ugh. That's not fun. Right. Well, keeping him alive is imperative. Keeping everyone alive is imperative.
wounds of war can
I have
be
a
healed,
really bad feeling about this.
never hidden.
Oh, oh no, wait. As long as he doesn't get afflicted. Oh, he's virtuous! He's virtuous! We can do this! We can do this. Vernon, as long as you don't get stunned or killed or something really freaky, I believe it is your duty to take this out. Now you go first into the watery grave. Now life is good. You know what? Knives are good as well. Life and knife rhymes, but crack. Okay, we can sort of do this. We got a fight beyond that door. It's going to be really vicious and brutal and savage, and probably the most horrific one we've had so far, because the stakes will be the highest. However, that is a lot of stress, and the virtue goes away at the end of the quest, so let's just tone it down a little, okay? You know, just to save and work for next time.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
There's a plan here. It's a terrible plan, but the plan involves blighting both of them. Each snail in equal proportion. Ooh, the agony. There we go. Lovely. And a group heal just to keep everyone back in the fight.
In the fever pitch of battle.
And you, my fine friend, try and crack that shell a little. And next round is a round of healing, or stress healing. And the red plague. Okay, plague is contagious. He's going straight in the hospital when we get back. No doubt about it. I know the game doesn't make diseases contagious, but it says plague, right? So I'm going to treat it like an actual plague. For which there's apparently no known cure, although if you read La Peste, there apparently is one. In theory. Just involves...
Is a rarity in the fever pitch of
Just
battle.
involves an author burning his beloved manuscript that he'd been working on for years to stay warm through the night.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Which apparently is how you survive the plague, and that is a nasty debuff. It's only going to last short, but we're not going to get anything to use that on now. Let's get those portraits. We didn't get any deeds, sadly. So no stagecoach upgrades or blacksmith upgrades for a little while. Let's open the door and see what horrific terrors lie in wait. Okay, not too shabby. Could be much worse. Right. It would appear that debuffs are order of the day. Oh yeah, you put stress on him, that's totally fine. I mean look, he's been on death's door, he probably deserves to sit out the next encounter entirely. Well, the next mission, that is. Group heal, please, thank you.
Momentary abatement.
And now, that hurts. Right. No, we'll heal our healer. We'll protect our healer. Just to keep everyone in the fight. That's okay, he can take the stress. She probably can't. Same goes for the Jester. Alright, Vernon. Do your worst.
Decimated.
Like it, like it. You can come back for a second round of auditions, and oh, here we go again, the agony.
At the very precipice of oblivion.
As we progress through the campaign, he will get better at surviving this kind of treatment. But for now...
Breadth from becoming unwound.
What if it was... No, it wasn't worth going for a corpse. Okay, just sort him out there, please. Be really very nice. Get out there and reduce their combat efficiency. Uh-oh, that's gonna... No damage. No accurate riposte. Well, that's okay. It's okay. And one attack to the Jester means only one attack to the Man-at-Arms this round, and he lives to fight another turn. But is seriously stressed out. Speaking of stress, not quite a kill, but a valiant attempt. If we can get a turn when he doesn't go down to death's door, when one of them has a turn left, we can do something more offensive with him. Well, with her, rather. Oh, we're back there again, and yet now, he's going to be, abusive. Oh, I knew it would be something bad.
Wherefore, heroism.
Right, just everyone live and heal.
Death cannot be escaped.
Nicely done.
Be postponed.
Oh no! One of the many things that the shaman could do to make life worse for us. Well, let's... That many dodges? Really? That's bad. That's... Uh-oh. That's one attack. All it'll take is one more. Shouldn't say it. Fingers crossed. Heal! Lives again, because we've got to heal him before a turn. Sorry, I'm just like pointing at the screen very excitedly and... Oof! Okay, we're gonna live dangerously, guard the Jester, and heal through the pain. She is healing, you know, higher now, consistently. Finally, he's in rank 3. Microphone Jester! Do your work! Oh, we're getting somewhere now. We're turning the tide. Oh, how the tide has turned. You scaly ones of the ocean. That's a lot of stress. Okay, that's bad news. And that is a lot of pain as well. But she's alive and okay. He's going to get a break after this, obviously, because he's deserved it. They both have. Both of our mortally wounded heroes. Only the faith of the priestess keeping them on their feet. She tells them they can make it through, they believe it, and somehow that seems to make it true. But you, pelagic shaman, have plagued us for far too long, and you shall feel the wrath of Venga Felgren's mace. Oosh! Just 'cause we can. Wait, this had better be the last room. It is the last room, okay. Phew! Oh, that's a relief. Speaking of relief, healing, any healing that will keep him on his feet is gorgeous. And directing damage to her is fine, because she can actually take it... Woo! Okay, right, well, more healing is good.
Vigor is restored.
Vigorous healing indeed. And guarding! She's got the health, so I should probably not have guarded, but I'm going to have to do some stress removal on people. Oh, chaps! Tally-ho! Up! And stress is removed. He could almost have been a huntsman in a former life, and there is probably death's door again. No! Well, let's try to keep him away from it. Every time... Oh, no, it's good, because there's a heal coming after. There we are. Lovely jubbly. Man, I swear I'm having all the misfortune in this campaign, but a nice crunching, satisfying wallop there. You know what, he deserves a bit more stress removal right there, right now. And some healing. And he'll probably get some more healing in a little bit as well. Oh, actually this could be really bad. If he goes Death's Door healing Death's Door, that's tragic.
Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
And yet, taking away that extra attack makes it so much easier for him to survive. On yourself, lad. On yourself, son. Yes, Vernon doesn't sound like a young name, does it? It sounds like an old name. Vernon. I suppose you get more Vernons up north, I'm not sure. I wonder if it is a regional name, I should look it up. Meanwhile,
Voluntary abatement.
heal for 4 out of her 1 to 3. It's definitely adding a 25% and rounding up. But no, because sometimes it heals for 1 still, so it's... Uh-oh. Oh, for pain. Look. Healing criticals are possible, okay? Stress removal could happen. But you need to fester and rot. So, she's getting an armor upgrade. Those two are getting to sit a week out. Oh goodness, does that mean I'm going to have to use the original 4 and go after Necromancer? Maybe! Ooh.
Success so clearly in view. Or
Alright.
is it merely a trick of the light?
Okay. Okay. That's 250. Yeah, way more. Right. No! There is a chest here. Could be trapped. It's trapped. Let's go.
The pungent odor abates. The things are driven back for a time.
And now we have the Twilight Cloak. We're gonna have to get like all the class trinkets and assemble our own Twilight Knight, aren't we? It's like, get all her class trinkets and then she'll finally appear and be seriously powerful. It's like, oh, you can have all these things as well, love. Lovely, sorted. Okay, 28 crests. That's good going. Let's head into town and see what we can do with them. Resilient. Oh, that is getting locked in. Fated. Yeah, okay. Necromania. We're gonna get the mosquitoes again, aren't we?
A
Yep.
fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
That's some mozzies for you. So Hakim is no longer selfish after his time gambling. Well, oh, he refuses to stop gambling. He's going to stay in there. Oh, Kurgan has left on a quest of personal hardship and pain. Yeah, he's gone on pilgrimage, hasn't he? Estella no longer has hysterical blindness, but I think she's probably afflicted. Good grief, this is terrible. We got a lot of money, though. We have a lot of money. Martyr's seal for the flagellant. It's a distinct possibility. Let's check the stagecoach and see if a Twilight Knight has managed to arrive. Regrettably, no. She has not. Right. I think while the weapons upgrades are tempting, it's time to upgrade the hero barracks just to get a few more heroes turning up every flipping turn.
More arrive, foolishly seeking
Not
fortune
more
and
turning up,
glory
more space.
in this domain of the damned.
So, we don't have an Arbalest yet, or an Abomination. Do we have Arbalest trinkets? Not exactly. We have Musketeer trinkets. Alright. You shall be our Arbalest. A few community reskins there. And go. You should be called Vasquez for reasons which should be absolutely obvious to anyone who's familiar with the Aliens franchise of movies. Dark-skinned woman, bandana, great big machine gun, crossbow on her back, fights with the men. Yeah, call her Vasquez.
Shoot, bandage, and pillage. The dancing steps of war.
And given our Oh, crikey. I might have to take on the Abomination as well. Oh, actually, there's a very nice new community female Abomination skin at the moment. Let me just cycle through to it. There we are. She shuffles along in her shabby but not entirely ragged garments, and she transforms a bit differently. You know what? A Warrior of Light as well? Yeah, okay. What should we call her? She needs a name. We shall call her Talina. No, wait, we won't. We'll call her... After a quick random look at the keyboard, Vane.
Tortured and reclusive. This man is more dangerous than he seems.
You know what? Ulcinda Vane. There we go. Ulcinda Vane. Now she has a name. Now the Abomination is an accursed piece of filth that none of religious heroes want to adventure with. However, let's see if we can just quickly throw together a party for our... Oh my goodness, there's no short runs available. Right, well let's first keep promises. Okay? Shamara, you were promised an armor upgrade. Vernon, you were promised the week off. And Venga Felgrim was also promised a week off, and as he has become afflicted with a red plague, and that is... yeah, that can't be anything positive. He's going to get that cured. I know I could I could have made that a little... well, increase his chance of curing extra disease. The thing is, medical devices seem to always cure extra diseases, so I don't know what the odds are, but I've only seen it fail once or twice. Now, what am I saving these crests for? Here we have districts. We do possibly... is it 40 for that? 40. We're very near to the performance hall, which will give jesters minus 10% less stress, plus 2 speed, and plus 33% damage from a finale skill, which is the big microphone stab that is very popular with some players. It might be worth saving up to build some of the others instead, because I don't know if we're going to get enough blueprints to build everything. It would be very nice to get the Sanguine Vintners, so that if heroes start becoming afflicted with the Crimson Curse, we'll have bottles of blood freshly created for them. It's like a blood donor center, isn't it? It's not. They're not really brewing it. They're just like leeching little bits off the townsfolk every week. It's a donation. Keep the heroes going. You know. Yeah. The granary. Or the bank might be worth getting as well. The Red Hook. I mean, I'd love to try and get all of them, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. I will say these arrows go straight to one end or the other, and I had to be told that you can use the mouse wheel to go left and right here, because it was like, I can't see the middle ones. I was dragging it slowly, you know. The Athenaeum, the Training Ring, Performance Hall, Ultra Light. Okay. Do we want to do town upgrades? If we do, it would be the Abbey or the Sanitarium. Shamara needs to get that torn rotator cuff sorted out, especially if she's going to be staying in combat vestal duty. this party of 4 could theoretically take the Necromancer, but I'm not entirely confident in that yet. However, if you're playing Combat Vestal, you're not a dedicated healer, but if that's all the healing you've got, you want it to be good. No, you don't want less health as a dedicated healer. As a Combat Vestal frontliner. You, on the other hand, could absolutely do more healing. Let us... I didn't put her in there, did I? Right. Shamara. Rest well earned and medical attention much deserved. In fact, let's make it cheaper. I'm glad the tooltip automatically changed. I was like, do I have to toggle skills or something? But no, it's fine. Right. So Vernon, it's a lot of stress. He's getting a week off no matter what. So Wield, we have Vasquez, Shafiq, Ulcinavane, and then Estella or Tesca Torrid for a medium run? Oh, this is just going to be brutal. Can we get another frontliner from a stagecoach? Yes, but I said no other custom heroes till we get our Twilight Knight, and she will appear, damn it. And the way to make her appear is to, of course, max out the stagecoach network. So we need lots and lots and lots of deeds. So needing deeds, where are deeds offered as rewards? That's not deeds. That's not deeds. That's not deeds. So we don't have to wait. That's not deeds, and that is very, very, very nice. Did I? I'm just doing a quick trinket check because of something I'll explain at the beginning of the next episode. And I should probably do this off camera, but it's fine. Okay, so not what I was expecting. Right. So, we'll call this one a wrap. Hope you've all enjoyed this episode, longer than usual, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye for now.